Okay, so just a little update on the wing here. I've been working on the right wing panel. I got my torque rod set and all my 440 bolts drilled through. I used lock nuts on the opposite sides, and I also used just a tiniest bit of BV Bob Violet epoxy, Z-epoxy in the hole before I ran them down inside there so it would seal and heal the carbon fiber where I happened to fray anything. I used an extremely small drill bit to start everything out, and worked my way up from there until I got to the appropriate bit to use, and then tapped them out using a tap for 440. So hopefully those I won't have any problem with the carbon fiber rod. I did add one additional link right here. The local hobby shop is out of these little horns here, so I can't actually finish up all the different linkages. I'm missing one here, and I need another one here that goes on the rod that actually sticks out the front for the slat. In the meantime, I did put one of the controls in there, and I think is what's it's gonna work out pretty good. Just have to fiddle with the linkages. There again, I decided not to use the Nelson hinge here, just for longevity. I had one of the Nelson hinges have a little rust on one of the pins. I don't want to have that happen here. I don't want to try to have to dig out something later that I don't need to. So I went with the Robard pin hinges, and I set two to either side of the ribs here for really nice solid control. I don't want it warping or twisting. So I added a little rib here, another little stringer here made out of 1/8 inch square, and put a little 16th inch webbing. I also added webbing all along the back here so I can keep any kind of twisting out of this wing while I'm trying to skin the top. One other thing that I have kind of worked out is that the placement of my second speaker, it's not optimum, but it's the best place I can come up with at this time, and I think I'm going to go with it. If I inset this speaker in this area right here and cut out the center rib, which is the joining rib for the wing, after it's mated, and I set this speaker in here facing downward, now I'm going to have the Fliteskin on the bottom. It's going to effectively create, with the webbing, it'll create a box, which there'll be additional webbing here I left out to work on this linkage. So I'll have a box here that basically I can cut ports out of these two ribs, basically cut the majority out of these ribs, so it allows the sound to come into the radiator area, and then I'll cut out the Fliteskin here, so I should get some sound that will come out of the rear radiator flap on the back side, and on the front side on the front of the inlet for the radiator. So I'm hoping that this will, if I build this correctly, it'll kind of use the entire wing as a secondary resonating box and port it, basically the sound out the radiator. So that's the idea. Theory and application, two different things, so let's see how it all comes together in the end. That's about it for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the second wing panel and bring it up to the same level of completion as this one, and then I will be pretty much ready to skin the top of the wings.